Welcome, seekers. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky, and today I bring you another Pick a Card tarot reading. This is an urgent message from your animal spirit guides. So welcome. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you, seekers, to sign up to my Patreon. My dream is to be able to bring the magical message of spirit to others using the transformative power of the tarot. The best way that you seekers can help me do that is by signing up to my Patreon. You will also unlock many benefits like exclusive weekly pick a card videos released every Saturday, any future behind the scenes footage, and also you'll have a chance to be entered into a monthly raffle for a free private reading with me. Thank you for your love and support, my beautiful future patrons. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and get started with your urgent message from your animal spirit guides. In front of you, you have three groups. You have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Go ahead and take a moment to select the group that calls to you the most, the stone that calls to you the most. I am going to leave a timestamp in the description below so that you seekers can fast forward to your group. Welcome, group number 1, to your urgent message from your animal spirit guides. Now, in front of you actually have 4 oracle cards, all right? 4 oracle cards. These oracle cards are messages, right? These are messages from your animal spirit guides. They each have a very important lesson or just something to tell you, really. So we're going to move this aside right here. I'm going to put it here. And we're going to reveal these animal spirit guides one by one, and we're going to see what their message for you is. So we'll start with this one. Aha, you've got the Hind. All right, I love this. So this is the Druid Animal Oracle deck, and you got the Hind, which is a very graceful, very beautiful animal. The Hind shows up in this beautiful forest, and there's this almost spotlight that has been placed on that Hind. And the reason why is because that Hind is trying to get your attention. This Hind wants to be noticed by you. This Hind wants you to follow him into the unknown, into the other world, the other realm, into a realm of, I would say, mystery. And so there's something that you need to learn. There's something that you need to essentially kind of tap into. And so the Hind wants you to take a journey, to not stop, to not quit. But there is a sense of beauty and purity. And this beauty and purity will only cease to help you, will only assist you in whatever is next in your life. So the Hind wants you to follow him into that beautiful forest. All right, this is interesting, especially with that first card. All right, the second card is from the animal spirit. This is the wild unknown animal spirit, and we have the Stingray, which is actually a pretty powerful animal. The Stingray is essentially trying to tell you that you need to develop, right? This is developing confidence. This is a sense of self, right? Having spine, and so normally with the Stingray, when you feel in balance with the world around you, when you are essentially at your best, you are eager to get out there and grow and expand and be dynamic. You want to grow. That's when you're in balance. That's when you're tapping into the energies of the Stingray, when this animal spirit is closest to you. And so when you are out of balance, you start blaming others, and you quit very easily on your projects. And so what this animal spirit, what this Stingray is here to tell you is that you must step into that discomfort. You must move into that discomfort so that you can overcome it, get through to the other side, and be successful in whatever pursuit you are currently in right now, whether it be career, personal, financial, even love, just in all areas of life. All right. So interesting. We start with the energy of the hind, beckoning you to follow it into the unknown forest, into the other realm. And then we have the stingray saying, this journey is not going to be an easy one. Do not quit. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to blame others. But you must be eager. You must want to grow. You must want to expand and move into the unknown, because you will be able to find something there. So let's go ahead and reveal the other card. This one is, I forget the name. It's actually one of the newer ones. The Zen of Animals. There we go. That's what the name of this Oracle deck is. It's the Zen of Animals, and you've got the ox and the cow. All right. My goodness. The ox is actually my spirit animal. So anytime I see it, there's a connection there. So beautiful. You've got the ox. You've got the cow. So this is a symbol of knowing. This is a symbol of power. It's a symbol of dynamism. It's a symbol of mother, father. It's a symbol of growth. The cow is so sacred in so many cultures for a very important reason. The cow is just, it means that you have reached a place at this moment where you have to make a decision, whether you want to be prosperous, whether you want to keep growing, whether you want to move forward in whatever pursuit and be successful, or you just stop. You come to a screeching halt, and you don't pursue this. And so what this is essentially telling you is that if you're able to follow through, and if you're able to see your projects and just follow the advice of spirit, follow what you already know to be true, follow the synchronistic messages presented to you, and you don't quit, and you don't start blaming other people, and you don't become cynical, and you don't kind of just embrace that darkness that tells you to stop and quit, then you will find a place of prosperity. You will reach the place of the ox, and it's a symbol of vitality. It's a symbol of strength. It's a symbol of knowing, and just all around prosperity, really in all areas of life. All right, so it talks about a new day. That's why we have the sun right on top of this ox shining through it. So beautiful. Now, the final card is from the Animal Love Oracle deck, and this is a newer Oracle deck. Let's see what animal spirit is here to talk to you. You have got the peacock. Wow. All right, and the peacock is about immortality, renewal, and making a difference. So the peacock is here to tell you that you can't give up on your dreams. You can't give up on what you've set out to accomplish, because you will be immortalized. You will be remembered throughout history. You are working on something that will leave this legacy. People will be able to take a look at you and study what you've done. So there's definitely an important project that I feel you, group number one, you're working on. You're bringing something into earth. You're birthing something beautiful. You're creating something very wonderful. And these animal guides know it. They're here to tell you, don't stop. Why have you stopped? So this is almost a renewal card. This peacock is telling you, if you need to go through that renewal process, go ahead and go through it, because your work is going to make a difference. You will be immortalized. People will be able to look at your beauty, at your greatness, and at the things that you have accomplished, and they will be in awe. So very interesting set of cards here. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot, just so that we can get a deeper understanding of the message that these animal spirits have for you. So we're going to use the Star Tarot to try and get that deeper message. Let's take a look and see what we get. I'm shuffling. All right. Okay. So interesting cards here. Very interesting. You've got here the Three of Wands reverse, Six of Wands reverse, the High Priestess upright, Queen of Wands upright, and the Strength card upright. So interesting. we start with your projects, your ambitions, the things that you want to bring forth, and we see that through the Three of Wands. And so the fact that it's reversed, I feel that a lot of people that are watching this, you've reached a place of nonconformity, but really you've reached a place of just quitting. You don't want this anymore. You're done. You're quit. You've quit. You unfortunately do not want to continue. This can be in your career. It can be potentially in a decision that you've made, entrepreneurship ventures. Could be on a project, maybe a creative project that you've been kind of enamored with, and you've been working on, but it's become maybe too, I would say, it's become just too much for you. And so you've reached the place where you're like, nah, it's not for me. I don't want to do this anymore. Or maybe there's some nihilism going on. Maybe there's some personal problems or issues that have just left you feeling depleted, and you're just not in a position where you have the energy and the strength to move forward in this pursuit, in this project. And so we move on to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is talking about success, right? So you've got here someone that's reaching for the ultimate good, right? This person is on his Pegasus, flying towards this star, and they're going to reach him. They're going to get that star, right? And it's going to come from a place of strength, from a place of vitality, from a place of knowing and understanding. The fact that it's reversed says that if you actually do quit, you will never obtain that star. And, with that comes all of the other things attached to it, which is an energy of nihilism, an energy of just defeatism. It's like you don't want to tap into that energy because you're never going to feel fulfilled, right? So you're going to just kind of walk through life like a zombie, not really being complete or happy or joyous or filled with an energy of desire and want. And you're almost going to just be walking through life kind of with this zombie kind of energy, just moving from experience to experience, but never feeling fully fulfilled. So these cards are telling you to really analyze. Group number one, analyze what projects and ambitions you have, what dreams do you have, and the things that you really wanted to do. This is a project that's going to aid people. It's going to aid humanity. It's going to aid so many. And so it's important for you to really work on this because, really it starts with you, your contentment, your happiness, your joy, your purity, your light. And so how has that light been diminished? And so we move towards the energy of the High Priestess right after these two chaotic cards. And the High Priestess, there's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of quietness. There's deep analysis. It's almost like, with the High Priestess, you've reached a point of, okay, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? The High Priestess stands at the door. The High Priestess stands at the realm, right? And so the High Priestess wants to open that door for you. The High Priestess wants to show you what's behind that door. But you have to understand the experiences that you are going through right now, how they've become crippling to you. And so once you understand that, once you find the source of that, the doors will be open for you, and the High Priestess will show you what's behind those doors. Now, this High Priestess is a representation of you and your intuition. So you must really, really intuitively figure out what you have potentially given up on, what has you feeling so down, so chaotic, so out of it, so, out of focus, out of sync. You just have no desires, right? Maybe you've been watching way too much television. You've been going out and hanging out with certain people who aren't necessarily bad for you, but it's like, it's just entertainment. And so you've maybe put a pause on things that you should not have put a pause on. So after the High Priestess, you reach a place that it's just, for me, it's magnificent, right? You reach the Queen of Wands. All right. So once you come to the understanding, once you understand what is ailing you, why is it that you feel this way, you reach your greatest self. And your greatest self is the Queen of Wands. That's your greatest self. You are a leader. Group number one, you are a dynamic leader. You're a dynamic motivator. You are someone with this sense of just, I would say, power, and authority. So you're someone that walks into the room. As soon as you start talking, people listen. People want to know. They're interested. And so that leadership ability, that ability to capture the mind, capture the imagination of others, is your greatest power. And so that power you need it, right? Your voice is very important. So what you see here with this Queen of Wands is in her throat, she's got this diamond, right? So she's using her voice to truly just manifest glory, manifest greatness, not just for herself, but for the people around her. And so when you see the lion and you see the Black Panther there, this is a sign of, do not mess with this queen, because this queen is powerful beyond measure. And this queen will take your head off if you're not careful. So there's this sense of power. And so I also, for some reason, I heard Bridget the goddess, so there's a sense of power, authority, dynamism. And so once you come to the realization of what's kind of, keeping you down, right? Keeping your energies low, keeping you in a place of stasis, or, not moving forward, just paralyzed. Once you're able to kind of remove that from your life, you tap into this Queen of Wands. And so what that leads further down the line into is a progression from the High Priestess to the Strength card. And so the journey now extends to a place of true power. So you've got more lion symbolism here. You've got two lions. And so this is you walking through the chaos of life and just dominating in every possible way. So you stand here, you're walking through this dark forest that no one in their right minds would walk through, because there's fear, right? People are fearful of the unknown. But you're doing it. You're walking through that forest. You don't care, right? As a matter of fact, as a symbol of your greatness and your fearlessness, you're holding a snake by the head. This snake can bite you. It can kill you. But it can't, because you are who you are. You're powerful. You're dynamic. You're willing, and you're able to do and manifest whatever you want. And so the lion stands beside you as a symbol of that power, and having reached that place of fulfillment. So there's definitely something truly dynamic for you, group number one. There's a trajectory there. There's a road that needs to be traveled here. There's some deep analysis, right? At the very center of this reading, you've got the High Priestess. So this is the most important card here. This major arcana is the most important card. Deep analysis, opening the doors to that other realm and peeking behind. The Hind, right? The very first card out, what is inviting you towards that place, right? That's what the Hind is doing. The Hind is literally leading you to the High Priestess. All right, so you have to walk and follow that Hind into the unknown, and you can't give up. That's why the Stingray is here. The Stingray here is telling you to have some backbone. All right, get it together. Have a little backbone. Stop talking bad about people. Stop blaming other people. That's not serving you. All right, the Ox is here to remind you of just how dynamic and prosperous you truly are. And also it's here to remind you that if you take this road, the road less traveled, if you accomplish the things that you've set out to accomplish, you will reach a place of prosperity. The Ox is a symbol of prosperity. Peacock, immortality. Whatever you're going to create, whatever you're going to birth, whatever you're going to bring into this world will immortalize you. People will see you and they're going to say, wow, this is truly awesome stuff right here. All right, so you're going to live on. You're going to shape society. You're going to be a trend setter. So, what needs to be removed from you? So it all boils down to the center of this board and this High Priestess. All right, deep analysis. All right, so we're going to throw some more cards. We're going to throw just 2 more Oracle cards. We're going to end the readings with 2 more. This is from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what the final message here is. You've got the Seahorse. Okay, Seahorse Spirit. So this spirit guide is here to tell you to, hey, just watch and wait. Right? So I think that this is a more calming message. I think that a few of you you're watching this reading, maybe it's building a little anxiety in you. You're like, oh my goodness, what do I have? No. So no, calm down. So the Seahorse Spirit is here to tell you, relax, watch, and wait, right? Be still. Tap into the energies of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very still. She waits. She's patient. She picks up on the signs. She tries to understand. And so it's almost like if your spirit guides are telling, your animal spirit guides are telling you, the answer will be presented to you. All right. You just have to be willing to examine it. You have to be willing to see it, understand it, intuitively pick up on it. And once you do, bam, right? All right, so let's go ahead and throw just one more oracle card. This is from the Bestiary Oracle deck. Let's see what the Bestiary has to tell us. All right, you've got river otters. I love the otters. So now you've got this animal spirit, the river otter, coming in to tell you to slide into joy. All right, so not only does the beautiful Seahorse Spirit want you to watch and wait, but do it from a place of joy, a place of contentment, a place of happiness. Be happy, right? Be happy. I feel like singing that song. Don't worry. Hey, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Ooh. Okay, anyways. So, river otter, be happy, feel that joy, right? Tap into that, and you're going to be able to unlock the secret and what needs to essentially be what you need to get rid of in order to reach this Queen of Wands and ultimately this Strength card. All right. So I love this reading. I hope you did too. Thank you, seekers, for watching. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. I forgot to tell you that. Subscribe. Also support me on Patreon. I will be creating many more pick a card readings just like this one. So support me on Patreon. Thank you, seekers. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is an urgent message from your animal spirit guides. All right. So in front of you, we have 4 cards. Four cards. They're 4 oracle cards. We're going to put them up here. And, these cards are very much a representation of their message. These are 4 animal spirit guides that are going to give you a distinct message. So we'll start with the first one. This is from the Animal Love Oracle deck. All right, so your first animal spirit is the zebra. Okay. You've got the zebra, and this is the message of the zebra to you is extraordinary, nonconformity, and social network. Interesting, okay? So I feel that a lot of people pick this group. I really do. I think that the message with the zebra is, for me, it varies. It's different for different people. So the first thing that I'm seeing is that some of you potentially have become too isolated from society. Potentially you've become just observers of society because you think that maybe it's a bit too chaotic out there. And so you're observing from your, resting place, and you're not getting out. You're not really just, speaking to people and trying to connect with someone. And so what this animal spirit is telling you is that you are extraordinary. What you have to share, what you have to give is extraordinary. It is a message of nonconformity. I feel that is like the energy and the spirit that is inside of you right now. You are a nonconformist, right? You're someone that just, you see a little too much, and so sometimes you just don't want to conform. There's a bit of rebellious, and that's good, right? That makes you extraordinary, and so you have to share that. And so it's important for you to start getting active, become more social network. All right, that's the important part for you here. So interesting message from the zebra animal spirit, urgent message for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at another animal card. This is from the wild unknown animal spirit. Let's take a look. Oh, you've got the swan. Oh, wow. This one is interesting. The swan is a very interesting animal. Very beautiful, beautiful animal. This is essentially talking about effortless creativity. There's an elegance with this swan. The swan wants you to be creative. The swan is asking you to have this sense of infinite creative power. Be creative in what you're doing. And whenever you feel agitated or snippy, or you lack vision, understand that you're out of balance. And so you have to try and come back into balance by having that infinite creative power. And the swan also wants to give you a hint. The swan is telling you that in order for you to get back into balance, you need some solo time. And it would be ideal if during that solo time you write. Writing is very important. Use your writing abilities, okay? Create. So, maybe there's some authors out there that have the ability to write something beautiful. And so you're being asked by this swan to kind of tap into that. And solo time is what really brings you into balance. So it makes sense, right? The fact that you are in some ways, you're being asked here to socialize more, but at the same time identify why you love your solo time. It's because it recharges you. And when you are in that solo time, it's important for you to write more, be as creative and just passionately creative as you possibly can be, artistic. These are the things that are really going to just bring you forward. All right, so let's keep on. All right, the swan and the zebra so far are your animal spirits that have come to talk to you. Let's see what your third animal spirit is. This is from, I forget the name of this oracle deck. This is the Zen of Animals. Yep, the Zen of Animals. So let's see. Oh, you've got the white dove. Wow. I love the white dove. I love white dove symbolism. It's just, white doves are just so beautiful in just so many ways. This is peace. This is essentially what the white dove will represent in most circles. It's a symbol of peace, gentleness, a messenger. This is a sense of, I would say, love and tranquility. The dove brings the olive branch to signify the peace of the goddess. So doves represent ethereal spirituality, the Holy Ghost, the feminine in many forms from the goddesses. And the message of this dove to you, okay, is you have a chance to bring peace to your heart, okay? And in doing so, to the world. So it's important for you to feed the positive, loving, and helpful aspects of yourself. And also watch out for your happiness as well. It's important for you to just, adapt these energies into your life, right? So let's go ahead and reveal your final card. Let's see. So, the goose. Oh, by the way, this oracle deck is from the Druid Animal Oracle. It is my favorite out of all of them. And you've got the goose. This is beautiful. The goose is a symbol of vigilance, parenthood, and productive power. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. I feel like this message is for a lot of people because I'm seeing many different storylines here developing. But, for some of you, the goose is here to tell you that you are ready to take on the responsibilities of raising a family, or of committing yourself to a long-term partnership. This essentially this is a power that allows you to just tap into a very strong energy of partnerships, of relationships. And this will provide a stable environment to act as crucible for your creativity. So the fact that we've got the swan telling you to be creative, and now you've got the goose telling you, listen, you're ready for parenthood, and that is going to open up so many doors for more creativity, for more beauty. So obviously take what resonates, leave the rest. This is a general reading, but that is a very powerful message from the goose, okay? Raising children is one of the most joyful and worthwhile activities we can undertake, and essentially the goose, with its strong attachment to its family, combined with its ability to fly extraordinarily high from one continent to another, it shows us that it is possible to be both grounded and spiritual in our daily lives. So powerful message here from the goose. All right. I just like saying goose. Keep it goosey, baby. So let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to throw some tarot and see exactly what, what the message really is. If there is an underlying message, if there is something that maybe has remained hidden. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to throw some star tarot. All right. Spirit animals, talk to us. What do you want to tell group number 2? What is going on? What is happening? What is most prevalent at this moment? And ultimately, what will be? Okay, wow. A lot of warnings here. A lot of warnings here. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay, so group number 2. This is a powerful message from your animal spirit guides. It really is. So let's go ahead and take it step by step. There is a storyline, right, that we're going to follow here with these cards. So we start off with the 4 of Swords reversed. And this is a very powerful card for you because it's essentially telling you that a lot of you are in a place of anxiety. All right. The fact that this 4 of Swords is reversed tells me that you have not been able to fully bring about the peace that's reflective in this card, right? So in this card, you have yourself, you're resting. The illustration is you're a Native American out in nature. You've got 3 mother bears guarding after you. And so that's a symbolism from your animal spirits telling you, hey, we're watching over you. We're making sure that you're okay. You're resting on top of the salmon. The salmon in Druid tradition is the oldest of animals, which means that it is the most wise, the most intelligent animal out of all of them, out of the animal kingdom. So the fact that, it's reversed, there's a sense of anxiety that has come over you. Perhaps this is anxiety for the war, for what's next, for what you expect. Maybe there's a fear. 4 of Swords reverse can signify fears. One of the reasons why this brave warrior can put his swords up the way that he's put the swords up and not worry is because, he doesn't have any fear, right? So he's just resting there in his place of rest, knowing that the animal spirit guides are watching over him and that everything is going to be just fine. And so the fact that it's reversed tells me that maybe you are somewhat disconnected with that energy. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like you're doing the right thing. You don't feel like potentially you have the capacity, the energy. You don't feel extraordinary. You don't feel like maybe your energies are good for this time. You feel like maybe you are alone. You feel like you're going to be alone for a while. So there's a lot of fears and anxieties that come with the 4 of Swords. And then what we have here with the 2 of Swords is a divided mind. So right after this 4 of Swords energy, essentially you're being told by your animal spirit guides that your mind is divided, right? So you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, and it's going to take it's going to take a little mental agility, some mental anguish in some points, because with the 2 of Swords, what you have is 2 philosophies. You have 2 ways of viewing yourself. Maybe there's extremes here. So some days you feel good, some days you feel not so great. There's some kind of mental blockage, potentially not being able to be as creative as you want. Writer's block for my writers out there. So there, this anxiety, this inability to just be at peace, this fear leads to this, to all of this right here, to this writer's block, to this divided mind, to this divided way of thinking, possibly not seeing what's in front of you, right? One of the things with this 2 of Swords is that she's got her eyes closed, right? So she's making decisions, and those decisions are somewhat blind. She doesn't know if they're the right ones. She's maybe hoping that they are, praying that they are, just kind of walking through life with her eyes closed. And so the mind is divided. The information isn't clear. Ideas aren't flowing. And so that leads you into the Queen of Wands energy. And so the Queen of Wands is you. You are the Queen of Wands. It's interesting because group number 1 also got the Queen of Wands. You are this dynamic, wonderful individual. This is a queen that is in charge. This is the leader. This is someone who people notice as soon as they walk into the room. The reason why she's got a diamond right here in her throat is because her words are mighty. They're powerful. She's able to vanquish anyone that comes in her way with just her words alone. You know, she knows that she's got power. People know that she has power, which is why you've got a Black Panther and you've got the lion there by your side. You know, so there's power, there's dynamism, there's energy, there's vitality, there's a knowing that you are the queen in all situations, that you are a trendsetter, that you are a leader, that you are someone who is going to influence and create, and people are going to look at your creation and say, wow, I want to be like that, I want to be like her. So that leadership ability, that fire that people see, right now it's dimmed, right? Like that fire needs to be ignited. So you're not at this point. You're not there. And the reason why is because of these two things right here, right? So we've got overwhelming anxiety and fears, mental blockage, not being able to think things clearly, not being able to make decisions. And so it leads towards your fire burning out. It leads towards you and the greatest extraordinary energy that's inside of you being diminished, you know, just non-existent. And so your animal guides are here to tell you this is not what we want for you. Your animal spirit guides do not want this for you. Your animal, and the reason why is because we've got the Justice card here. And so the Justice card is reversed, right? So when you look at this Justice card, you kind of tell yourself, okay, what does this mean exactly, right? The Justice card tells us that we have to be law-abiding citizens. We have to be correct. We have to do things the right way. Also, it's talking about having a balanced kind of energy when it comes to making decisions in life, and being able to really take action when action needs to be taken, and to lay back when you need to lay back. And so there's this energy of almost cosmic balance with the Justice card. But this is a very personal card, right? So this is you, what you're going through right now. Group number 2. So are you balanced inside mentally, energetically? Are you balanced when it comes to your mental agility? Are you a balanced individual? And so the animal spirit guides are telling you that based on what we've seen with these 3 cards right here, potentially you're right now not in this place. And they don't like that. They don't like to see this in you. They don't like the fact that you are essentially going through this. And so they want to help you, right? Your animal spirit guides have an urgent message, and they're here to tell you that, hey, you are extraordinary. Hey, it's time to be a little more social. Hey, it's time for you to start creating more. It's time for you to start, igniting that fire. It's time for you to let go of this anxiety and this fear and these worries, because they're getting in the way of your creativity. They're getting in the way of your decision making. And they're really just, unfortunately, taking away your fire, and you need that fire. And this is unjust. Okay? That's why we've got the Justice card reversed. It is unjust. And it's time to get away from that. And so this takes us to the 8 of Swords. All right? This takes us to the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is a powerful card, especially because we've got one of the most powerful animals in the world. We've got the eagle here. And so the eagle is a symbol of vision. It's a symbol of knowing. It's a symbol of having understanding for what's coming. It's mental agility, skills. And, the eagle is just, in many ways, the bird that has the most vision. It's the most powerful of all. And so this eagle flies high, and you are down below, right? So this representation right here, this illustration of this heart being pierced by these swords, is essentially your body being held down on earth, not being able to fly. So there's a lack of vision, is what this 8 of Swords is telling you. So what all of this leads to, the culmination of all of this, is you not having vision. And vision is important because a person without vision has absolutely no idea who they are, has absolutely no idea where they're going to go, has no idea what they can become. There is no vision. You're walking around like a zombie. So you need vision. And so this is what your animal spirit guides are trying to unlock. They're trying to give you vision. They're trying to tell you, group 2, you have such extraordinary magic and power and dynamism in you, and you have such an ability to create. And we want to tell you that, you know, in order for you to just manifest this, right? And also for those of you out there that are looking to start a family, and maybe you're telling yourself that you're unable to, you can't, right? The goose is here to tell you that, yeah, it's time to start. And possibly, you know, you're probably asking like, okay, how can I find someone? I don't know. Well, social network, right? Social network might be a way for you to find that person. They might be there, but you don't want to engage because maybe you don't feel extraordinary. But anyways, that is for those of you that are in that process and in that mentality. Ultimately, what the Eight of Swords is talking about is lack of vision. This could be in your career, finances, just every area of your life. If you don't have vision, you have nothing. So this is a big warning, right? These are almost all the things that your animal spirit guides want to urgently bring awareness to, right? So what your animal spirit guides are promising, if you're able to have this vision, they're promising you the energy of the Judgment card. Beautiful, beautiful energy, all right? So let's examine this illustration. You have the golden egg. The golden egg is the egg of life. You're hatching out of this egg of life. You are being kind of symbolized here by someone who's willing and able to understand what they need to change, and they're actually taking action to change that. So this is the enlightened you. This is you understanding what needs to be done in order to reach a place of fulfillment, in order to have that vision. And so this is you putting it into practice. If you do that, now you have that beautiful, beautiful eagle that we saw in that last illustration of the Eight of Swords. Now this eagle's eye is fixed on you, fixed on your projects. And there is almost this transference of energy. And this transference of energy is, now my beautiful child, you have vision. You know what you want. You know what you're going to achieve. You know where you're going to be. Therefore, it is. Okay? You also have bear symbolism. Whenever I look at the bear, I think of motherly, right? I think of this motherly kind of energy. Very calm, very protective. So be patient with yourself. Don't feel like you are in some way, somehow, going against time and time is working against you. No, you have time. Just work on yourself. And so, interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. We're going to throw 2 more oracle cards. This is from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Let's take a look and see. Oh, you've got Bee Spirit. So look at this. You've got Bee Spirit coming and talking to you now. The Bee Spirit is telling you that sweet results await. All right, group number 2. My goodness. Sweet results await. So we have more confirmation of that Judgment card, right? It's going to be sweet. It's going to be great. Bee Spirit is coming to tell you sweet results await. Beautiful energy there. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and throw just one more. This is from the Beast Diary. Beast Diary Oracle cards. Let's see what we get. What final animal spirit wants to communicate with you. Come forth. Oh boy, we've got Andalusian horse. Look at this. You've got the Andalusian horses, and the horses are here to tell you to transcend yourself. My, oh my, transcend yourself. Look further. Look beyond, see further ahead. My goodness. Okay, that's a very powerful card, right? Transcend yourself. Nice. All right. So, group number 2, that is all I see here. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for more pick a card videos like this. Please don't forget to sign up to my Patreon so that you can unlock all of the exclusive benefits. Support me on Patreon. That's the best way that you can support just this channel and me, is by signing up to my Patreon, and you will unlock many exclusive benefits if you do that, as well as a free private reading with me. You're going to be entered into a raffle to unlock a free private reading with me. That is going to be every month. I'm going to do that raffle. So go ahead and join me on Patreon. Become a patron so that you can unlock that. Thank you so much for watching, Seekers. I love every single one of you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. Welcome to your urgent message from your animal spirit guides. Now, in front of you, you have 4 cards, 4 animal spirits that are going to deliver to you a very important message. And we're going to just put this stone aside, and we're going to go ahead and unveil one by one. All right, so the first animal spirit that's here to talk to you is the fish. Okay, and the fish's message is determination, emotion, and strong sense of self. Okay, so you're being asked by this animal spirit to be determined, right? To really embrace that, to just really take control of your emotions, whether they're positive or negative. Take control of them. Be determined. Have a strong sense of self. Understand why you're here, the reason. Now, let's go ahead. And by the way, this is from the Noor Oracle deck. This is from the Animal Lover. The Animal Love Oracle cards. And this one is from the Druid Animal Oracle. And you've got the bear. Wow, okay. I love the bear. I love bear symbolism. This is a sense of primal power, sovereignty, intuition married with instinct. The bear connects you with the very deepest of your ancestral roots. Here you're in touch. You're in touch with the primal mother, the bear goddess who will defend you fiercely from all danger. You're also connected with essentially the bear god, the mighty warrior, the guiding pole star of the great bear. So what this bear is telling you is that your intuition will never fail you. Okay, if you will listen to it in the still darkness of the night, it will not fail you. Working with the bear gives you the opportunity to become a spiritual warrior. And so you can find the way to come into your power by marrying your strength with your intuition. Okay? Integrating your primal power with your intuition means uniting your star power with your animal power, and both are symbolized by this bear. Okay, so strong message here from the bear to you. Let's keep it going. This is turning out to be a pretty interesting reading. All right, so the next one is from the Animal Spirit Guidebook. Let's take a look and see what you got. You've got the sea serpent. Wow. You have got the sea serpent. This is a powerful card. It's powerful in many ways. This sea serpent is essentially here to tell you that there's an energy of expression in you that's essentially trying to come out. So, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps you move and direct your energy into a healthy current. And this is what the sea serpent wants for you. When the essence of this card is in balance, you're going to be able to express yourself creatively and sexually without fear or shame. And your heart will be essentially put at ease, with your relationships. And there's going to be meaningfulness and enduring. So this card is essentially telling you to loosen the grip of self-judgment and let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal your wounds. Okay, so understand that when things aren't going well, when these energies are not activated, your emotions and creativity are left in these muddy, kind of chaotic waters. the current of expression kind of stagnate in some area of your life, and it just kind of floods. So no matter what the your emotional lives look like, the sea serpent is here to tell you that it's going to be okay. The sea serpent wants to kind of wrap around and give you a big hug, kind of a motherly hug, and tell you that things are going to be just fine. And so, be very careful with just what you're feeling at this moment, because it has the power to really just elevate you further into greatness or destroy you. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal the final card. This is from the Zen of Animals. And you've got, oh my, the elephant. Yes, this is a beautiful omen, okay? Elephants are definitely something. Elephant, it's a symbol of formidable. It's a symbol of solidness. It's breakthrough, intelligence. This is the unstoppable and strong. You can move like an elephant, sure-footed, intelligent, and with great memory. The message from the elephant is to beware that no one steals your ivory tusks. Okay, the elephant will help you get started and break down barriers along the way. So this elephant animal spirit is here to pretty much tell you that, I am going to assist you. I am going to help you. I am here to help you break through those barriers. There is a sense of power in you. There's a sense of sovereignty with the bear and the elephant together. There's a sense of just creativity, dynamism, power. I feel that, with the sea serpent coming in to balance this message out, it's pretty much telling you that your shame and your inability to forgive yourself for past things that you might have done to people, or just the inability to forgive yourself is, I would say, your greatest darkness, your greatest shadow. You must be able to do that, right? So we go back to the fish, emotions. Where have your emotions become dark, right? Where have you lost yourself? And so it's time to find yourself, to have a strong sense of self. Interesting. So let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to try and reveal, whatever we might have missed with these 4 animal spirits that came through and to try and talk to you here. We're going to see what the tarot can reveal to us, and if there is a deeper message, deeper meaning to what these animal spirits are trying to communicate to you. Group number 3. Let's take a look. All right. Wow. All right, so we've got, some very interesting chaotic energies here, but at the same time, it's an energy of progress, forward moving. All right, so let's take it step by step. All right, let's take it step by step. I feel that with this 2 of Cups energy, something beautiful was created, or you had something that you really cared about deeply. All right, and this could be a love interest, this could be a relationship, this could be something that you really loved, right? So you've got here the 2 of Cups, and as you can see with this illustration, you have these 2 people that really care about each other. They're looking deeply into each other's eyes. There's a sense of beauty, appreciation. There's a sense of love, understanding, and emotions just running very smoothly, right? Emotions just running. There's happiness, there's joy. There's no muddiness here. There's understanding, there's appreciation in every sense of the word. There's just such a balancing, beautiful message here. So this is essentially potentially where you started. And I feel like this might be a representation of yourself inside you. You were someone who had all of this love, and whatever you might have done that potentially you just couldn't forgive yourself for, and you're having trouble forgiving yourself, led you to this Ace of Wands. Okay, kind of led you towards this energy of like not being able to motivate yourself. So The Ace of Wands upright talks about dynamism, moving forward into the world, accomplishment, getting things done, mastering something, starting new projects, and just having the motivation and the desire to see it through, and just, being able to be a master. Now, the fact that it's reversed tells me that maybe potentially that energy has diminished, that desire has diminished, the fire has been put out. And it could be because this beautiful loving energy here was somehow cooled off, right? The waters that flowed so beautifully became stagnant, and then they became muddy, and emotions became a little darker. And so, unfortunately, you had to work. The animal spirits are saying, we saw the work that you put in. We're seeing the work that you're putting in. We're seeing that you're making strides, that you're moving forward, that you are trying to, in many ways, achieve, right? So we have here the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a beautiful card, beautiful representation, because we have you standing in a field of your own progress, of your work, right? So this beautiful woman stands with her heart exposed, saying, look at me, look at what I am, look at who I am, look at what I am feeling, look at my heart, and also look at my work. I am going to yield incredible results, right? So this is someone who is working slowly, diligently, and has made progress forward. It doesn't matter if it's slow, she's made progress forward. Behind her are the unicorns and the Pegasus, a representation of spirit, a representation of I see you, I know what you're doing, representation of just the source trying to maybe elevate that experience and offer more guidance and advice. And I feel like that's a representation of your animal spirit guides looking at you, motivating you, kind of giving you the right messages so that you can move forward and be more successful in this area. Now, we move from that energy to the energy of the Ten of Swords, and this is an existential crisis. This is a problem of the mind. This is you unable to really let go of something. And it's so funny. It's right under the sea serpent. And the sea serpent is here to tell you that the reason why you are not able to forgive yourself is because, there's this hate for what you did. There's almost like this negative emotion that you did something wrong and that it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And so this energy is constantly bringing you down, stabbing at you. And so the sea serpent's message, let's remember what that was. The sea serpent's message is forgive yourself. The only way that you can move forward, the only way that you can be effective, the only way that you can see progress is for you to be able to forgive yourself. All right. It even talked about, sexuality as well. Not feeling shame for what you've done. So these are all things that are going to, if you don't forgive yourself, they're going to kind of keep you tied up to this cross. So we have here some cross symbolism. We have a man Native American man, who's being bound, but this is being bound by his own mind, right? And so you've got this lightning coming in and just stabbing him. And he's got his heart bleeding. And you can see that as a representation of the body suffering, the mind suffering, the spirit, the soul suffering, right? And so what we have also with the rainbow is a message from your animal spirit guides trying to come in and say, hey, you're doing this, but you can't see it, you can't concentrate on it. And the reason why is because you're focusing in on this negative energy, right? And this negative energy, this inability to forgive yourself is just shocking you. It's hurting you. You're hurting yourself, really. So very simple. You're making progress. You're getting things done. But this right here is getting in the way of you being able to reach a place of complete success, which is what we see at the very end of this, the Six of Wands. We'll talk about that now. So another thing that your animal spirit guides have noticed is the Lovers reversed. And so, when I look at the Lovers reversed, I'm trying to really just, trying to understand this card because it is pretty profound. Whenever you get the Lovers card reversed, it's definitely something, because you started with the Two of Cups, right, which is a representation of the Lovers, and it's upright. Now you've got the Lovers reversed. So what this card is representing, as you can see, it's the most beautiful kind of energy, I feel, in my opinion, in the world. This is where true magic lies. The ability to say I love you and to hear that back. There's magic in that. That is the most magical, most powerful energy in existence, no matter what anyone tells you. That is what I believe. And so the fact that you're unable to potentially say this to yourself, the inability to love yourself, the inability to love the decisions, to love the experiences, to love every bit of you, has left you, it's left you depleted, okay? So you're trying to manifest something. You're trying to bring something into existence. You're trying to create something. You're trying to, in many ways, manifest glory in your life and yield incredible results. I see it here with the Seven of Pentacles. But your inability to look in the mirror and say, I love the person I am, has really put a dent on that. And so it comes with the inability to forgive yourself. Okay? It's intertwined, right? So this inability to forgive yourself, let go of that, of whatever you've done, it has led you towards this kind of unloving energy of like, I don't love myself. I don't maybe see myself as a wonderful person. I don't think I'm all that great, right? So you don't have a strong sense of self. And, we got to remember what the fish is here to tell you, right? One of your animal spirits, right? Strong sense of self is the key word here from the fish. Strong sense of self, determination, emotion, strong sense of self with the fish. So that is definitely something that you have to really keep in mind, right? It's like, what do you feel about you? Who are you? So why is all of this important? Well, because in order for you to reach a place of true prosperity, right? At the very end here, we have the elephant, a symbol of prosperity, a symbol of power, a symbol of forward-moving, successful energies, right? In order for you to reach that, in order for you to get to the star, Six of Wands, right? We have here a person on their Pegasus reaching for their highest good, their dream, and actually making it there. They're doing it because they have a sense of love. We've got heart symbolism there. That is how they feel about themselves. We've got a sun inside of the heart, a symbol of joy and happiness for where they've come, who they are, contentment with the self. So in order for all of these things, in order for you to reach that star, you have to be able to correct this right here that we just talked about. I'm not going to recap, but you have to correct this immediately. And so what the elephant is telling you at the very end as well is, listen, I'm going to show you. I'm walking with you. I am here with you. All right? I am with you. You're going to walk with me. I'm going to walk with you. We're going to figure this out. I'm going to show you where the prosperity is. I'm going to show you how to get to that. I mean, this is literally, it's happening right now. Okay? But you have to be willing to take the necessary steps. And I feel that out of all three groups, I feel that you are going to be the one to do this, because in the other groups, I didn't see as much potential for actually being able to accomplish it. But with you, this Seven of Pentacles here tells me that you have the desire and the want to do this. You want to forgive yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to be able to just move forward and put this in the back burner, right? You start, you started from a place of love. So whatever happened, whatever experiences you were preview to, it started from this energy of happiness. It started with an energy of love, true love. And then somewhere down the line, it just turned into this muddying of the waters, misunderstanding, maybe judgment, shame. And so, from what I see here, it's like you're trying to just go through life kind of carrying this load, and it's becoming a lot to bear. Your heart right here, as we saw it with the Ten of Swords, you're dripping blood everywhere. So it's not enough for you to keep on carrying this load. Forgive, forget, move forward, see the beauty in yourself, see just how powerful and dynamic you are, see the sovereignty that the bear wants you to see in yourself. understand that you are very strong, and you're going to be able to accomplish it. You're going to be able to accomplish many things. All right, so let's go ahead and throw two more oracle cards. So this is from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We're just going to throw one. Let's see what we get. What message are we going to get here? All right, you've got Dog Spirit. Interesting. Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Interesting. Be loyal to what you love. So, you know, this is an interesting message, right? Be loyal to what you love. So that this, you can only answer that, right? Only you can answer that. Be loyal to what you love. So whatever you love, whatever is really, you know, calls your attention, whether it be in your career, your financial, you know, pool, entrepreneurship ventures, people, you know, events, artistic talent, or artistic pursuits, whatever you love, be loyal to that, right? And you're going to be able to reap success. Another message that I forgot to just want to talk about it again with the elephant is, don't let people, be careful with anyone that wants to steal your tusks. All right. So if you have negative people around that are constantly reminding you of this thing here that you're trying to get past, get rid of those people immediately. Get them out. You don't need them. Get them out of your life. Be very careful. The message of the elephant is, don't carry with you more than you need. This is a journey of transformation. This is a journey that you're going to have to take, and you're going to have to go light. All right. So all of that negative energy, people constantly reminding you of the things that you didn't do, should have done, coulda, woulda, shoulda, get rid of them. All right. Those people aren't there to help you out. So be careful. They're trying to steal your ivory tusks. It's the message from the elephant. All right, let's go ahead and throw one more animal oracle card. This is from the Bestiary Oracle deck. Let's see what other animal spirits wants to talk to you. Let's take a look. All right, you've got the monarch butterfly. Look at this. Digest your past. The message of the monarch butterfly is to digest your past. I mean, seriously, right? The message can't be more clear, right? Transform yourself. Let go of that. Unload. Forgive. Stop feeling shame. Just move on, all right? It's not serving you. It's not going to get you anywhere. Let go. Transform. Butterfly spirit. Complete transformation. Digest your past. All right? And that is it. Group number 3. Beautiful message. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. I really liked your reading. I hope you did too. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be creating many more pick a card videos like this one. Also support me on Patreon, Seekers. I have, I'm definitely going to be putting more content there. I'm going to include the link below in my in the Patreon. The best way that you can support me, just moving forward, being able to take this message of spirit to the world, is by supporting me on Patreon. It's definitely the place, and you're going to be able to unlock many benefits. All right, weekly readings, the exclusive weekly readings that I've put a lot of work and attention to. Also, you're going to be able to be entered into a raffle. This raffle is going to be monthly, where you'll essentially get a free private reading with me, and that is every month. So every month you'll have a chance to win a free private reading with me. So take advantage of that. Thank you, Seekers, so much. I wish you all a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.